Hello everyone, welcome back to day 25 of 30 days of JavaScript LeetCode challenge. Today's problem is very real world one. We are going to join two arrays of objects by the ID field, just like doing a join operation in database or when combining two API responses. Let's see what problems gives us. Problem gives us two arrays, array1 and array2. Each element is an object. Each object has an ID field which is a unique integer within that array. We have to return a new array called joined array with these rules. 1. We merge objects based on their ID. The final array should contain one object per unique ID, and the final array must be sorted by ID in ascending order. Now, the merging rules. If an array exists only in one array, include that object as it is. If the same ID appears in both arrays, combine both objects into one. If a key exists in both objects, value from array2 overrides value from array1, and if a key exists in only one of them, keep that key value pair. So array2 has the higher priority when there is a conflict. You can go through the examples, and now let's see the thought process. Now let's talk about the thought process behind the problem. Whenever you hear something like join two arrays by ID or merge based on ID, the easiest way to think about is it to use a map or a dictionary where the key is the ID. That's why for every ID you can directly store the final merged object. So the idea is very simple. We create one object like a dictionary, and this dictionary will hold one entry per ID. For example, it will look something like map1 holds the merged object for ID1 and map2 holds the merged object for ID2, and so on. First step, store everything from array1. We start by looping through array1 and putting every object inside the map using its ID. By doing this, we basically say, okay, these are my base objects. If the same ID appears in array2, later we will update it. If not, we will just keep it as is. Second step, process of array2 and merge. Then we loop through array2. Now there are two possibilities, case 1 and case 2. Case 1, the ID already exists in the map. This means the same ID was also present in array1. In this case, we need to merge both objects, and the problem clearly says that whenever the same key exists in both the objects, the value from array2 should override the value from array1. So we take the old object from array1, we take the new object from array2, and we merge them together. But array2 wins if there is a conflict. And in case 2, the ID does not exist in the map. That means this ID is only present in array2. So we just insert it as a new entry. After processing array2, our map now contains the final version of each ID perfectly merged. And in the final step, convert to an array and sort. The problem wants an array, not the dictionary. So at the end, we simply take all the values from the map and convert them into array. Then we sort that array by ID in ascending order because the problem requires it. So the summary was, we use a map with ID as the key. First, put everything from array1, then merge or add items from array 2, and finally return all the merged objects sorted by id. Now let's see the code implementation. First, we define a function join that takes two input arrays. Then this object will store merged objects, one per id, and then we use a for each object in array 1. We create a copy using the spread operator and store it in the map under its id. Again, if map of object.id already exists, that means this id is in both arrays. We merge the objects with map and array 2's fields override array 1's because we spread map first and object second. If it does not exist, we just add this object as a new id. And then we convert to array and sort. Here we get all merged objects as an array using object.values of map, sort them by id using the simple numeric comparison, and then that completes our join function. Okay, that was our solution for day 5 of the 30 days of JavaScript challenge. We learned how to use join and join two arrays by id, merge objects with overrides, use map or dictionaries for efficient lookups, and sort the final result by id. If this video helped you, please like the video, comment your thoughts or doubts, and surely comment your feedback and subscribe to support the channel. I will see you tomorrow for day 26. More JavaScript, more LeetCode, and more learnings. Thank you everyone.